We are in Monroe, Washington for the 12th race of Season 1 of the SCRL Telcel Mexico Series. The 18 of Keka White Line wheeling us to the green flags. Number beside her is the 58 of Crazy is Crazy. Coming into this race, Colin Drebberg, who started in the 7th spot, has a 6-point lead over Keka White Line. So, yeah, the points are tightened up. It's amazing. Of the 12 drivers we have in this series, only 3 have never won in this series, so almost everyone has had a action-packed and fun, eventful season. So I would say this series is a success compared to the V8 Supercar Series. Now, to be fair, we are going to different tracks, short tracks, compared to the road courses, which typically road courses on NR 2003 are lackluster at best, to put it nicely. But, yeah. Not to say that we haven't had action in V8 Supercar Series. We had a boring but alright race at Bull Run. And Yas Marinon was a wreckfest of a race, but at least we had some green flag racing. So, 3 races to go in this season, and everyone is still eligible to win the championship, all the way from Keka White Lion to Grayson Acevedo, who's in last in points. So, anyone can still win the championship. So, yeah. Without any further ado, here's the command for the 12th time here in Season 1 of the Mexico Series.
Drivers, start your engines!
We have run this track a couple of times in the SCRL Rainbow Dash Truck Series. If I can take a quick look at my notes, Brian Fox won in Season 1 of the Truck Series, and Riley Spurley won in Season 2. Both drivers are not here today because they are in the V8 Supercar Series. However, Simon Fox is here, so Simon Fox will look to continue the Fox family legacy here at Evergreen. Rocco Timon, that 31 car, picked up his first career SCR Mexico Series win at the last track, leading every single lap at Colorado. And looks like we got a car that's going slow. That's the 28, Nick Kennedy. Looks like he'll be heading to pit road. Bad start for Nick Kennedy. As pace car pulls in, pull them belts tight. We are racing 20 laps here at the Evergreen Speedway, And there's the green. We are racing Evergreen for the first time here in the Mexico Series. Heading off towards turn number 1. Keka White Lion easily passes Crazy as Crazy as we go down the backstretch for the first time under green conditions. We have bumped up the AI to 90% to allow good, fast racing. As Grayson takes over second place, he needs a win. At the very least, he needs to lead a lap to get a bonus point. As whoa, we got almost contact back here between Colin Drebberg. So Drebberg needs to finish up high. He has a 6-point lead. As you see, Nick Kennedy is back on track. Apparently it was a flat tire. So I guess the one good saving grace for Kennedy is that he was able to fix that car. But the bad news is he is in last place. As Keka White Line continues to hold the race lead. Grayson is now in second place. And his Monster Energy Toyota. Seeing if he can't get that Monster Energy Toyota into victory lane for the first time. I'm kind of surprised he hasn't ever won. I mean, he's had good finishes. It's just not the luck he's needed as Nick Kennedy goes 1 lap down. So Kennedy's shot of winning the championship is slowly fading away. He won a race earlier in the season at Peach State. It's just not been the season he's hoped for, like in the Formula 1 championship, which we will be returned to Formula 1 in the very near future as Grayson is about to be passed by Crazy as Crazy. Crazy won the very first ever event at Phoenix. He'll be very excited to head back there in a couple of races. Of course, up next, I believe we will be going to Willow Springs, and then Phoenix, and then a return trip to Autodrome Hermano Rodriguez. As here comes Simon Fox for the second spot. I know I can't speak English today. As we have completed 5 laps, 15 laps to go, Simon Fox has moved up to second spot in his FedEx Express Toyota sponsored vehicle. As Whiteline is slowly pulling away. Whiteline needs this. She's second in points, and she desperately needs a good finish compared to Dryberg, who has fallen back to third from last. As Crazy continues, Fitzwater is in fourth. And Simon Fox is slowly catching Whiteline. Simon Fox has one win to his credit. That was a win at Caraway Speedway earlier in the season. So Simon trying to go around a well-established name in Keckle Whiteline. As we complete yet another lap. He is right on her back bumper. So we are at 90% and we got some racing action. That's good, I guess. Rocco Timon continues to hold 5th spot. As Simon is right on the back bumper still of Whiteline. Whiteline trying to go for her 3rd win of the season and gain precious championship points. Remember, you get 1 point for leading the most laps, and you get 1 point for leading a lap. So she wants to lead the most laps, as here comes Simon Fox on the inside. Whiteline on the outside trying to maintain. If she can't win, she's going to try and lead the most, as she leads lap number 9. If she leads one more, she will lock up the bonus point. Simon Fox trying to gain a bonus point for himself. But he just cannot get around her. As Whiteline goes a little bit wide, way wide actually. She just has to beat him to the line. She does not. Yes, she did. So Whiteline will lock up the bonus point for leading the most laps. Simon Fox drives around on the inside. And Simon will try and lead himself a lap. Whiteline fighting hard on the outside, though. She hasn't given up yet. But Simon with a run on the inside. Battle side by side for the lead. Whiteline will lead another lap. So she will lead 11 laps and officially lock up the bonus point for leading the most laps. As Crazy is now in second place. Don't count him out yet. So Simon Fox has moved himself up into the race lead. I'm recording this. I'm really tired. It's been a long day. As we take a look at the rest of the pack, Dryberg is back to 8th, going for 7th around Utah. As Crazy is still trying to go for second place in that 58 car. As Whiteline will drop back a position. We'll see if Crazy can catch Simon Fox. 7 laps to go. Of course, if a caution comes out, we do have an option of a green-white checkered finish. So, as of right now, it's 7 to go. Simon pulls away. 0.05 of a second is your race lead. As you got battle for 3rd, here comes the 20th Zachary Fitzwater, our former winner at that Not Sturgis track. I can't pronounce that track name. I look like an idiot not knowing how to say it, but I apologize. As Rocco is going to try and pass Whiteline as well, so Whiteline will lose 2 championship points. Remember, you gain 1 point for each position. She came in -6, so she needs to try and maintain her points. 5 laps to go next time by. Dryberg is in the 9th position. Make that 10th. So not a good day for Colin Dryberg. Simon Fox has slowly pulled away ever since he claimed the race lead from Whiteline. As 4 to go for Simon Fox. As I mentioned before, this will be the Fox's family 2nd ever win here at Evergreen, with Brian winning in the Truck Series in Season 1. We haven't run this track many times. It's been a rec festival race in the truck events, but it's been a okay race here in the Mexico Series. Of course, I guess lesser fields is the name of the game as well. So, yeah. Into turn 2, down the backstretch. Simon Fox with a 700th of a second lead. He will see the two laps to go. Popsicle 6 are in the air. Got that quote from iRacing.com and their YouTube thing. 2 to go. If a caution comes out between now and the white, we will go green, white, checkered. Simon doesn't have to push the issue. He's got a 1 second lead now. Into turns 3 and turn 4. He will see the second greatest thing you could ever see. Simon Fox sees the white flag, 1 lap to go. Can he hold on for another 600th of a mile? Into turn 2, down the backstretch we go. Heading towards turn number 3. He won't lead all the laps, but he will lead the most important laps. Off the final turn, Simon Fox scores career win number 2 here at Evergreen. Career win number 2. Here are your race results. Simon Fox scores the win. Second is Crazy as Crazy. Third, Zachary Fitzwater. Fourth, Rocco Timon. Fifth, Cackle Whitelion. Sixth, Connor Hurley. Seventh, Grayson Acevedo. Eighth, Steve Morgan. Ninth, Utah. And 10th, Morgan McPherson. Points leader Colin Dryberg finished in the 11th spot. And, of course, Nick Kennedy finishes last due to having to pit on the pace lap due to a flat tire. So a fun racing event here at Evergreen. We will take you to victory lane for the second time here at the SCRL with Simon Fox, if there is one. Here are the point standings after the 12th race of the season at Evergreen. Simon Fox, with his win, is our brand new points leader. He has a 3-point lead over Cackle Whitelion. Third is Colin Dryberg, 5 points back. Fourth, Crazy as Crazy, 14 points behind. And fifth, Utah, 19 points behind. Sixth is Zachary Fitzwater, 19 behind as well. Seventh is Rocco Timon, 21 points behind. Eighth, Connor Hurley, 26 points behind. Ninth, Morgan McPherson, 27 behind. 10th, Steve Morgan, 28 behind. 11th is Nick Kennedy, 38 behind. And 12th is Grayson Acevedo, 40 points behind. You can gain a maximum of 48 points in one race. So Grayson is just barely still in contention to win this championship, but he has to get on the ball the next 3 races. If he wins the next 3 races in a row, he has a shot, maybe. But, yeah. So Grayson's going to have to pick it up the next 3 races. So that is your point standings after the 12th race of the season at Evergreen. We will next see you at the 13th race of the season as we make our return trip to Willow Springs, the 3rd road course event of the season. And until then, keep the hammer down, and we'll see you at the track.